What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys doing well. I'm doing good. Um, I'm outside right now. A bike is in the pond, so I'm waiting for the sheriff to come. But I was just talking to this kid, and we was talking for a cool 40 minutes. But sort of realized like you gotta read the room, bro. Understand when you should just like shut up, dude. Understand when you just should stop talking and go on about your day. A lot of times it can be scary because you don't want to disrespect somebody or make it feel like they aren't being heard or whatever, or like you want to hear everything out. At the same time, you have to like understand just time in general. Literally just time in general. Like you got all the time in the world, but if you spend it, not being productive, then was it really time well spent? It's something that you just gotta think about. A lot of times in our daily lives, we come across like conversations and spaces like this where it's just so awkward. One person's holding a conversation, the other person isn't really putting too much in, and it doesn't really feel like it's an exchange. It feels like you're talking to somebody. And when you get in those spots, you gotta shut things down and just keep going about your day, keep going about your business. Some people, they don't notice. Like, he was a kid. He about to be in the 10th grade, sophomore. I'm about to be a senior, graduate. I had a bunch of advice because I wish I did a lot of things differently in my sophomore year, and if I did do them, then I would be in a way better place. But at the same time, if I didn't do what I did my sophomore year, then I wouldn't be who I am today. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why I give the benefit of the doubt. It's like, stuff like this happens, and it's fine. It's really fine. It's okay. Some stuff you have to go through, it's better to experience it yourself than to tell somebody, it's what you should not do, it's what you should not do. You should let people do it, and then they find out the hard way. That's just life, I'm sorry if the background is like really loud this video, and I'm gonna keep this video really short because this is an uncomfortable position for me. I'm like crouched down, but yeah, man. Understand when to shut up and just read the room. I feel like you're talking too much, you probably are, unless you're in a space where you're teaching somebody. This was a space for me to teach somebody. This was a space for me to just conversate, and we learn things differently that way. But every day, I'm looking at something to learn, something to take away, and I definitely feel like it's gonna help me overall as a person and just with my life in general. I'm grateful to have a mind like this, have a spirit like this, and just to continue expanding, continue to grow. But it really takes those experiences where you're like, dang, I'm doing too much, to realize like you gotta step back a little bit and reassess situations. Life isn't always gonna be like perfect, and that's like pretty obvious, but at the same time, we go about life in a way where we expect it to be, and it just makes us frustrated because we're expecting something that isn't the reality, and we're kind of living a fairy tale. But if every day you choose to make the most of your day, be present, build on what you did yesterday, be a better person, then you can't go wrong, and I think that's time well spent. A lot of times when we're in awkward situations where we could do better ourselves, but we choose to be with somebody else, and things aren't going that well, I feel like it kind of takes away from ourselves. But this isn't everything. It's only like certain people, because so many people in life, you're not gonna mesh well with everybody, but there is a possibility you can bring out a side that you didn't expect. So it's two sides of the same coin, but at the end of the day, just be yourself and make the most of the person and the time while you have it. Don't drag things on too long, because then ultimately takes away from what you're trying to do in the first place. Everything's gonna be okay though, just be yourself. Be yourself, don't waste no time, get to know yourself a little more. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this video really short. And, hopefully these guys come really soon. Y'all have a good one. God bless you. Peace.